In the shadows of early Christianity lies a text so vivid, so visceral, that it was nearly added to the New Testament, before being condemned, buried, and forgotten. The Apocalypse of Peter, written around 100 to 150 CE, claims to document the Apostle Peter's divine vision of the afterlife, revealing heaven's glories and hell's horrors in graphic detail. Forbidden by the Church, hidden for centuries, this text offers a chilling glimpse into how ancient believers imagined divine justice. Let's journey into its unsettling world. The text opens with Jesus teaching his disciples on the Mount of Olives. Peter asks, "What will happen to sinners, and what reward will the righteous receive?" In response, Jesus lifts Peter's spirit into the heavens, revealing a cosmic courtroom where souls are judged. Unlike later medieval visions, Peter's apocalypse blends Jewish apocalypticism with early Christian fervor, and a shocking dose of moral urgency. Peter's vision of hell is a meticulously organized nightmare, tailored to each sin. Here's what he describes. Blasphemers, hanging by their tongues over eternal flames, their bodies charred. Murderers, trapped in a pit of fire, gnawed by demonic beasts. Adulterers, drowning in a lake of boiling sewage, their flesh melting. Rich exploiters, forced to wear robes of fire while rolling on jagged stones. Women who aborted children, stuck in a frozen wasteland, tormented by the cries of unborn souls. Most disturbing detail, hell is not random chaos but a mirror of earthly sins. The punishments reflect a twisted poetic justice. Sinners suffer versions of the harm they caused. In stark contrast, Peter's heaven is an Eden reborn. A luminous garden where trees sing hymns and rivers flow with milk and honey. The righteous, clothed in light, feast at a banquet table with angels. Martyrs wear golden crowns, and children play freely, a stark rebuke to earthly suffering. Heaven isn't passive bliss. The righteous actively worship, their joy tied to their earthly deeds. The Apocalypse of Peter drops a theological bombshell. Even in hell, God's mercy persists. On Sundays, the damned are granted respite from their torments. This idea, that divine compassion transcends judgment, divided early Christians. Some saw it as hopeful, others called it heresy. Controversy. If mercy tempers hell, does that undermine justice? The text never resolves this tension, leaving readers haunted by questions still debated today. By the 4th century, the Church labeled the Apocalypse of Peter as apocryphal, unofficial. Reasons included: its visceral hell clashed with the Church's evolving image of a loving God. The focus on physical torture risked reducing faith to fear. Some passages hinted at secret knowledge, aligning it with banned mystical movements. Yet fragments survived in Ethiopia, where it remains part of the Orthodox canon. The Apocalypse of Peter shaped Western culture more than we realize. Dante's Inferno borrowed its contrapasso principle, punishments mirroring sins. Islamic hadiths, parallels in descriptions of hellfire and heavenly gardens. Horror tropes, its imagery echoes in films like Event Horizon and Hellraiser. Was Peter's vision a divine warning, or a human attempt to rationalize suffering? Either way, it forces us to ask, what do we believe about justice, mercy, and what lies beyond?